We formulated a series of questions that help us truly understand what a backpack for people with disabilities needs. We investigated everything from the materials used to what makes a backpack ergonomic and the difficulties people with disabilities face. We also analyzed prices, brands, innovations, stability, accessibility, and how a product could maintain functionality without incurring in exorbitant costs. But the greatest inspiration came from a personal experience. The grandfather of one of our group members uses a walker due to bone and muscle weaknesses. We contacted his caregivers who shared very specific challenges: carrying objects while walking, fear of losing balance, and difficulties to fit items in the walker. With all this information, we identified a clear problem. Current backpacks are not designed for users with limited mobility, they are neither accessible nor ergonomic, nor do they offer true independence.
Now, this mind map summarizes the key aspects for clarifying our project. First, we began by identifying the main problems walker users face, such as limited mobility, difficulty carrying items, and the lack of attachable luggage. Based on this, we adopted a frugal approach, doing more with less, using simple reusable materials and low-cost mechanisms. Our target is people with disabilities who depend on walkers, so the design features focus on being lightweight, easy to handle, and safely attachable with balanced weight distribution. Overall, the project aims to create real social value by increasing independence, reducing physical strain, and viewing mobility aids as tools of empowerment.
They often hear things like "be careful," or they hear the user complain that walker bags are not comfortable, and there are almost no products really made for them. They say that they just want to carry the thing safely without using bags that look like hospital equipment. They want something that looks nice. What they say around them is mostly bag for people who walk normally or walker bags that are big and not nice. So many end up using plastic bags or anything they can find. They feel frustrated, obviously, but they also want more confidence and independence. In their daily routine, they attach small baskets, chain straps, and carry only what they really need.
It will be great if our product give independence to the people. Also, if our backpack have an elegant or modern design, it will be great if the backpack could adapt to any type of walker and can be used for everyone. In the other hand, it will be terrible if the backpack is too heavy to carry in the walker or is difficult to attach. It will be terrible if our users still have the need of someone to carry their things or their essentials.
The orchid guided us to make the backpack light and adaptable, the beluga to make it soft, ergonomic, and sustainable, the duck to bring natural waterproofing and balanced weight, and the turtle to create a protective shell with an easy, safe opening. All this leads with one goal: a protective, lightweight, and accessible backpack for people with disabilities.
First, we came up brainstorming, where we looked at design ideas like non-medical look and soft-sounded silhouettes, ergonomic features such as one-hand openings and eye-level pockets, and safety ideas like anti-tilt compartments and hands-free operation. We also brainstormed about attachment systems, for example, front clip straps, non-slip silicone clamps, and sliding rails, along with walker-specific functions like low-reach pockets and soft-touch materials. The goal here was to open up to possibilities and understand all the directions the product could take.
With the orchid, we find the beautiful colors they have. So the application that we use in the backpack suitcase is the color blue as the color of the backpack. Next, we have the turtle. For the turtle, we admire their protection shield, so we seek to design a shockproof backpack. In the case of the beluga, we admire the skeletal system, so we adopted it for a more flexible design that can be removed quickly. And in the case of the dog, we choose their adaptation system, and we adopt a waterproof material for the backpack.
We apply the scamper method. We substitute small hard zippers with large magnetic or Velcro closures. We combine the backpack with the wheelchair mounting system, and we adapt the camera-style organizers for clothes, medicine, and touch. We modify the bag into a turtle shape and put it to others uses as a daily wheelchair organizer. We eliminate extra pockets and reorder the inside for quick access.
It includes a stable and secure attachment system, an organized interior with separators and easy access openings and closures that work even for users with reduced heart strength. These features solve key problems faced by people who use walkers. The bag prevents them from carrying items in their hands, reduce physical effort, avoid imbalance caused by uneven weight, and allows quick access to essential items without having to stop. It also eliminates the need to depend on another person to manage their belongings. As a result, our designs creates meaningful gains. It increases user independence, fits different types of walkers, keeps hands free for safer mobility, allows users to carry more items comfortably, and saves time by keeping everything organized and easy to find.
We first built a small-scale model with clay and toothpicks. Then we asked the AI how our idea could look in a real walker. Then, following the principles of frugal and sustainable innovation, we reused a backpack and recycled materials, not only for the prototype, but for our whole product, give those old backpacks a second chance, a core value, making it accessible and eco-friendly. We made some tests before modifying the backpack in order to evaluate its viability. After, we made modifications principally in the shoulder straps, and we added plastic buckles to make them adjustable to any kind of a walker. In addition, we added some stickers that represent relief figures to easily recognize the functionality of each pocket. We tried the WalkPack in an actual walker borrowed by a Locatel, and we verified it can be adjusted perfectly in two different positions, depending on if the person wants to walk or go and sit. None of the positions result in discomfort or balance problems for the person.
For the point analysis, we started with the positives. Our bag already fits well on the walker, it stays stable, and is light and easy to use. It really helps users to stay independent, and building the prototype with recycled material makes it both eco-friendly and affordable. For the opportunities, we can improve it by adding reflecting details, using water-resistant fabric, offering more colors, and testing it in hospital and rehab centers. We can also work on making it compatible with more walker models. The issues are mostly practical. Some straps are still hard to adjust, the fabric is not waterproof yet, and the weight inside can shift. The straps also need better long-term durability. And for the new ideas, we want to make the attachment system simpler, more comfortable, and easier to use.
Our main assisters where we identify people like physical and occupational therapists, caregivers, and family members that assist because they directly influence user decisions and actively look for tools that improve safety and independence. We also included institutions such as hospitals, rehab centers, and medical retailers, which act as assisters because they can promote, recommend, or distribute products that solve mobility problems. Finally, broader factors like population aging, the social push for accessibility, and the lack of attachable non-medical bags assist us because they create a real demand for a solution like ours.
We found several obstacles. The modular biomedics design can increase production cost and weight. It is difficult to make one system fit many wheelchair models and strict airline rules. The product may need clear instructions for specific repairs, which can be a barrier. As a new concept, some users might mistrust us at first, so strong testing and communication are essential.
The steps in the short term are only for the development of the product. This contains the development of the product based in the needs of our clients, the approval of the doctors or the specialists in the file, and the production of the prototype. In the midterm, we focus more on the test of the product and the advertising campaign for make visible the product in the market.
For our long-term plan, we focus on actions that ensure the sustainability and expansion of the product. First, we aim to build long-term partnerships with hospital therapy centers and senior institutions so the suitcase become part of their mobility support program. We also plan to secure agreements with specialized manufacturers to guarantee stable, high-quality, low-cost production. Along with this, we'll maintain a continuous improvement cycle by collecting user feedback and updating the design over time. To ensure wide availability, we'll develop a long-term distribution strategy that includes make and supply stores, rehabilitation centers, and online platforms. Finally, we'll explore international expansion to markets with similar mobility.